Hi, this is me, Marvin Lee of Everyday Marvin on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and like this channel, as I do random reviews and all kinds of things on this channel. But today I want to focus on an album I've been wanting to review for quite some time, but I kind of want to wait a little while, because a lot of times when the album will come out, it's understandable that everybody wants to make a review about it real quickly. I understand that, but sometimes it's good to give an album a little time to sit a little while and to see if you're still gonna like it after review, because a lot of times you'll initially like something, right, and then a couple months down the road you're like, it's okay, like you were hyped about it, but then you weren't really that hyped about it later on, like 6 months later or whatever. So today's album reviewing is Britney Spears Glory, which came out last year, I believe in the end of August or sometime in September, somewhere between one of those months. And I got it. I have Amazon Music with my Amazon Prime membership, which I recommend. If you don't have Amazon Prime, grab Amazon Prime. You have so many options. There's lots of movies on there. There's lots of TV shows. There's music. You can save files and stuff on it, like photos and things like that. And there's just a lot of benefits. And then also, obviously, if you order stuff, a lot of things you can get, within 2 days, or you can get special kind of shipment deals that you wouldn't be able to get if you don't have the Amazon Prime membership. So I'm going to try to have a link to the Amazon Prime place either down in the description box or somewhere in this video, so that way you can definitely check out Amazon Prime. I've had it for years. I love it. And if you're a student, you get a special discount. So definitely check out Amazon Prime. But that's how I was able to listen to the album. I first heard a couple of the songs. I think I heard Feel Like Her, Make Me is the first one I heard. And I heard Private Show. And I think I might have heard Wanna Come Over at Clumsy. And to put you in the right mindset, in the right kind of setting of what to expect from me on this review, I've been a long time Britney Spears fan. Ever since she came out with Hit Me Baby One More Time. How can you forget that iconic video? And the funny thing is, when that song first came out, I actually really didn't like it. I just felt it was played too much, and I was like, I didn't see what the big deal was. I thought it was okay. And I think once I actually saw the video a time or two, I was like, okay, I'm gonna hop on the Britney Spears bandwagon, and pretty much I've been on it for the most part. Every now and then I kind of fall off of it because, either she kind of stopped, really promoting stuff, or I didn't feel like maybe she's really entirely into the process sometimes. And especially with Britney Jean. Before Glory came out, there was Britney Jean. And when Britney Jean came out, I was excited. Britney just started that new show, and she, had a new song, Work Bitch. That was the song that was out then. And so she looked good, and, like she was ready to try to, tackle some stuff. And to me, they put out Work Bitch, was obviously a hit single, got a lot of attention. The music video did as well. And then they came out with Perfume, which was not as catchy, not as strong as Work Bitch, obviously, but not a bad little song by itself. And they pretty much just kind of stopped promotion. I think they tried to have Alien as a promo single or something like that, but they didn't really make a music video for it. Even though I thought, honestly, that could have used the music video, probably would have helped that particular song be a little more popular. But at the time, she's doing the show, and so she's really putting a majority of her effort on the show. She worked on getting that album out so that way it could be timed with the show starting out, so I understand how that works. But I kind of felt a little underwhelmed with Britney Jean. There were some songs on there that were good, but a lot of it just kind of was like, it felt to me very samey and very just kind of like run-of-the-mill EDM music, and that was supposed to have been her most personal album or something like that. And it didn't really feel like it. It just kind of felt like if it was, it got lost in all the overproduction. That album was heavily overproduced. And a lot of the songs, you want to be able to remember songs, but just kind of like Beyond Work Bitch and, that's the other one. And Perfume. If even that song's even worth mentioning as something that's memorable. Maybe Alien. You really don't remember too much beyond that album. Most people want to remember that. Just remember, Work Bitch. That's all they're really gonna remember from that album and from that era. And I feel like she wasn't really a part of really promoting it that hard, And I understand because she had the show going on, and she now has kids, and it's just a different kind of environment. Now let's fast forward on to Glory. So Glory comes out. Obviously, I kind of feel like she's more involved with the Glory process than she was with making Britney Jean. Even if she was super involved with it, it kind of didn't really feel it. So I feel like will.i.am just kind of took over that album. And it's kind of like, this way for me to show everything that I can do. And, Britney's just kind of secondary here. I'm, make sure my production is like first and forefront, And they had that song Scream and Shout, which did work out. I did like that song. But to have him do a whole album, or executive produced the whole album. I wasn't sure if I was really feeling that. And so, moving forward, Glory. So now we're on Glory. And to me, Glory is definitely an improvement from Britney Jean. A very happy improvement. It feels like a lot of the kind of like blondness of Britney Jean is, worked out on Glory. I feel like Glory, she feels fresh, she feels excited, she feels like I feel like she's actually invested in the music that she's making, a lot more than she was there, at least it appears to be that way. The songs to me are a lot more enjoyable, a lot more memorable on Glory than they were on Britney Jean. And I didn't mean to turn this into a whole like compare and contrast thing between the two albums, but it kind of is. When you have that album and you follow up with another one, a year and a half later or something like that, they're going to get compared, especially when the other one didn't do as well. And so, Glory is just definitely a step up. That's not a perfect album, but it's definitely a big improvement from that. And I think it kind of competes with her kind of better albums, which would be, In the Zone. Because I feel like Glory has a mixture of a lot of the other albums. So it has In the Zone, there's a lot of that In the Zone feel. There is some little Blackout, just a hint of Blackout here and there. Nowhere is Strong. I kind of feel like Circus, when Circus came out, they kind of had the after effects of Blackout on it. Like, there's still kind of that Blackout feeling during Circus. Just not as hardcore, but it still was kind of there. It was like this Blackout residue kind of on Circus, which I still like Circus highly. I'll have to do a separate video just for Circus. But I was like, talk about Britney for a long time. But anyway, the album. So Glory, let's go ahead and go down the track listing, because otherwise I'll be talking about comparing and contrasting her albums all day. Now, let's get to the track listing for Glory. Song number 1 that you're going to hear. The very first song you're going to hear is Invitation. Now, I've heard people compare Invitation to, I think it's Revival by Selena Gomez, and I never heard the song Revival. Maybe I should listen to it before I do this review. But I like Invitation. I felt like, to me, it was the first time she really had kind of like started an album off with kind of in her version of a slow jam. That's kind of a Britney slow jam, That's what I'll call it. And because Alien, for the previous album, Britney Jean, it kind of started the album off kind of like on a slower build up than like a lot of Britney's albums, let's face it. She's known for that big powerhouse first single that's out, so Oops, I Did It Again, Hit Baby One More Time, what's we got? Slave for You, Womanizer, got these like just real big powerhouse singles that come out first, just to grab a lot of attention on her right off the bat. And I kind of feel, and that's actually how a lot of her albums start off with, those songs, those first singles. And this one didn't, and I think, and I want to say the second one, and the one before it didn't start this way either. So Invitation is a good song, has a nice kind of like calming effect feel on you. You kind of feel like, you just want to be like in a room somewhere with candles, and the light's kind of low, and just kind of with the person that you just really, really love, and just kind of like being really intimate and stuff like that. And so I really like Invitation. Invitation, I would highly recommend that song as the first listen. It's the first thing you're going to hear. And I think this is a nice way to get into the album. Just kind of let you know, okay, look, this is going to be kind of a different thing. It's going to be, to me, it signaled this is going to be a change from what I've done previously. It's going to be a step up it's going to be an improvement from Britney Jean and other things that I've done. I want you to just kind of start with like a fresh palette, fresh plate. Let's go and get into it. So Invitation, one of my favorite songs. It rates pretty high on my board. Okay, and the next song you're going to hear is Make Me, which was the first single off the album. And honestly, I really like Make Me. When I first heard Make Me, I heard it on YouTube. And I was like, this is kind of different. For her, it feels a little different. And it kind of felt like something I could have heard Mariah Carey singing at some point in time. Or even Ariana Grande could have possibly done that song. I just like the feel for it. Kind of got that jam, kind of slow, kind of groove kind of going on. I liked it, and I liked what Eazy-E had to put on. The first time I really liked what the little spin he put into it. I think it had a good fit, and Britney doesn't normally have raps on her songs, and so that was kind of, a little different there, and then the beat styling was a little bit different. It still was made for Britney, obviously. It gave Britney a little more groove to work with, and I like what Eazy-E did on it. And honestly, the first time I heard the song on YouTube, though, I was like, I thought it was Drake at first. I didn't know who it was. I was like, okay, you know, I like it, but I don't know who. It kind of sounds like Drake, but it's not, you know. And so I like what he put out. And I would actually go out and listen to his other songs, you know, which I haven't done yet, but I would consider it after hearing that song. And so, yeah, so Make Me, that works out. It also rates pretty high on my chart. And I thought it was one of those songs where I was like, okay. I liked it, and I was kind of like, it's okay. And then I kind of like it again. So, it's a good, strong song to start off with. Again, it isn't like that powerhouse song, but it's just like, you know, okay, you know, with the kind of what the overall mood of the album is going to kind of be, which kind of falls from Invitation, which to me was a nice flow. So you go from Invitation to Make Me, which kind of makes sense. And then the next song you're going to hear, I believe, is Private Show. And so the first time I heard Private Show, I liked it. The only thing I didn't really like about it at the time was I felt like her vocals were a little, if the word shrill is right, it's a little strong sometimes. But I recommend you listen to this album either loud in your car or with headphones on. You can listen to it just like, you know, out and about, you know, just in your living room or whatever. Like, I kind of recommend you listen to it. If you're going to listen to your living room, make sure you listen to it loud. But it's really made to me for headphones or in your car loud, you know, so you can just be surrounded by the song, you know. That's what a lot of these songs are meant to be, because I was able to hear things when I was listening to my headphones earlier that I wasn't able to hear when, say, you know, I was just, you know, having it out playing in my room somewhere or whatever. So, Private Show, the only thing I didn't like about it initially was her vocals were a little strained to me, and it's like they put some kind of effect on her voice as well, which to me, works sometimes, doesn't really work out. But now when I heard it today, I was like, okay, you know, it doesn't really bother me that much, you know. I like the song, you know, and I like the song overall. It's kind of a different little feeling. That allows it to be a little more, kind of a little more groovy as well. It's something she wouldn't, a typical song, it's a song she wouldn't normally do or would have done in the past, you know. And then, moving on from there, we got, I believe it's Man on the Moon, which, the first time I heard the song, I love this song. I was just like, it's something kind of like, just kind of happy about it. You know, it's kind of like, I'm happy, yeah. What kind of mood put you in, just kind of put you in this little groovy mood, and it's just happy, and just really can't be upset when you're listening to it. And, I'll be honest, it kind of sounds like a little kiddie song, I'll be honest, but it's just likable, and it's light, and it's fun, and, just put you in a good mood, and that's what I always liked about Britney. A lot of times her music just put you in a good mood when you're not in such a great mood. And so, Man on the Moon also rates pretty high on my list as well. Just Love Me, which I like, is like another kind of like a little slow jam to kind of go along with Invitation and Make Me. And all these songs kind of have a similar kind of mood to them, and they just fit together pretty well, and it keeps you interested, and I liked it. And to me, it reminded me a lot of Justin Bieber, obviously, in that whole sound. It's kind of like, you know, it's like, you know, I guess you can call it, what was it, trip hop? That's the wrong word. What's that beat? That trap beat kind of feel to it. And I liked it. And the first time I heard it, I thought it was a little longer than it probably should be. And it wasn't like a whole bunch going on with it. But I think it's meant to be a song that doesn't really have a whole bunch of things, crazy things going on. It's just like this simple kind of calm and soothing song. And so if you want a calm, soothing song, kind of like Invitation, then check out Just Love Me, which I like. And again, it kind of reminds me again of Justin Bieber quite a bit in his stuff. Moving along, it's either Clumsy, I think it's Clumsy. And Clumsy, initially when I heard it, I liked this kind of fun. It kind of reminded me of like a bonus song you would hear on her song or hear on her album, In the Zone. So it would be a bonus song from there, or even possibly Blackout. So I like Clumsy. It's a fun little song. I don't think I'm gonna listen to it like a million times, but it's a fun like little song, kind of stripped in some ways that most songs might not have been stripped. Some people have complained about it being kind of underproduced. But I think just something kind of different to kind of throw in there and not be like your typical stuff. Want to Come Over? It's a cute little song. To me, again, it feels like another bonus song that would have been on In the Zone or something like that from one of those albums. Not necessarily like, you know, I guess to me an album song, but it's not bad. It's fun, little kind of cool little song, whatever. And I do like that part where it says, no, nobody should be alone. They don't have to be. I kind of like that little break in there. That kind of changed up the song a little bit. Some people complain about how they don't really like the man shouting whatever you want during the song. And I can see how that could get annoying, but when I was listening to it today, it didn't really bother me that much. You know, again, it's not my favorite song on the album, but it's a fun little ditty, you know. Kind of like Clumsy, kind of fun little ditty. Slumber Party. So, Slumber Party. The song was made into a single with a music video and redid with Tinashe. Please forgive me if I said her name wrong. Who I think she's a pretty girl, and I think she has a nice singing voice. To me, when they decided to feature this girl on Britney's song, to me it was about Britney having another feature on her album to get some kind of like attention factor, but also at the same time not drawing the attention drastically away from her. With Slumber Party featuring Tinashe, I believe that's how you say her name. I believe that's it, I guess. I guess I could have went and looked at it before I did the video. I like the video. I thought it was fun. It kind of takes you back to kind of Britney's Boys and not Slave for You, but just kind of like Boys. And there's another song she has kind of similar to that. Yeah, kind of similar to that. Kind of like in that zone again in a way, except now older. And she looks good in the video. I'm not sure if anybody's noticed, but on the cover of her album Glory and also in the video, there's something going on with Britney's lips. Like this particular part of her mouth, it's like it's either Botox or some kind of injections or something like that. Cause her mouth looks, I don't want to say odd. Well, it does look a little odd. I mean, she still looks good, but it's just like something, you can tell something's going on in that area. And you can't exactly put your finger on exactly what it is, but something's kind of off. Cause she just looks different than she looked on the cover of, Britney Jean, or what was before Britney Jean, Femme Fatale, there's something going on with her mouth. And that's just me, I guess. But anyway, and I kind of noticed it in the music video. But anyway, going forward. So, yeah, so Slumber Party. The first time I heard Slumber Party, I thought it was a fun song. I kind of had that, to me, a little bit of that In the Zone, the hookup feeling to it. If you heard this song, if you haven't heard the hookup, go listen to In the Zone. That's your job. Go listen to that song on In the Zone from her In the Zone album. And then come back and listen to Slumber Party. Listen to the song, Outrageous. Also on the In the Zone album. To me, again, Glory has a lot of that underlying kind of In the Zone, Blackout, a tad bit, and maybe a few sprinklings of other little things that she's done along the way. That just works. That just works for her. And so, so some parts get song as well. I did put on that repeat. I listened to it a few times, and then moving along. In the version I got of the album, it had the feature on it. On the original album, it doesn't have that. She Looks Just Like Me, which I like the song because it kind of sticks out a bit because of the way it starts off with the guitar. And Britney doesn't normally do that. It's kind of like a stripped feel to it, not all the way through the whole song, but just for good chunks. I like being able to hear her voice more clearly and kind of more front and center. And I think this worked all, the guitar and then all the little beats, everything in the background. It just kind of worked to me and kind of have this old feel because she had another song called She'll Never Be Me, I think, back on Oops, I Did It Again as a bonus or one of those albums, or maybe it was, Britney, that album. And it kind of reminded me of that song a little bit from what I could remember that song. But just, a little more updated and more mature sounding. It just sounds better. The quality is just overall better. So that's a good song as well. I'll consider this a song a time or two. I like Let Me Down as a catch-up song. It reminds me a lot of Gwen Stefani, quite a bit actually. Especially once that little I'm not sure what you call it, that little reggae thing, little reggae guitar thing starts in the background. I'm like, this reminds me a lot of Gwen Stefani. Something like something Gwen Stefani would have done in her past. And I think I could hear her actually singing it, And but Britney worked it out pretty well. And it actually was one of the first songs I heard that I just really loved. When I was listening to that, I was like, I love this song. And I was like, this song's gonna be a hit right here. And I don't think they're gonna make it a single, even though they honestly really should. But yeah, it's another solid song as well. Just So Hard to Forget You, I believe that's it. Cool song, kind of like this, to me, 80s feel to it. Not the best song on the album, but it's a catchy little ditty, kind of a little something different. And it's a cool little ditty, I give it the pass. And then, it's a good song. And then the next song, I believe, is I Got What You Want, which is the end, I believe, of the actual standard album. And I thought it was a cool little way to end the album out. She's never done that before, to end the album out like that. And, she works it out vocally, and I like the little things she would do, going to highs and lows. And just, I feel like she's actually invested in the music she's trying to make, I feel like she actually wanted to be a part of what she's doing, at least, it's outwardly showing here. And I like that fact. And I feel like, she actually put some work into trying to, make sure that sounds at her vocal best that she can give for this time in her life. And so, that was a good close of the album. If you got the deluxe edition of the album, it continues. So after that, after I Got What You Want, it goes on to So Much Better, Better. I think song's called Better. And it feels so much better, something like that. And that again has that Justin Bieber feel to it. But it's a catchy, really catchy song. And I really love that song. I was like, I can hear that song. I can see myself dancing to that song. It was really fun. I liked it. You'll probably want to repeat it after you heard it one time. Strong song, definitely. Then I think the next song is like No Say Cortes or something like that, which isn't again one of my favorite songs. It's a light little kind of song going on in the background kind of song. You aren't like, oh, that's my jam. You're gonna be like, okay, you're sipping on some wine, or you're talking with some friends and music's going on in the background. To me, that's what that song kind of is. I think Britney speaks a little bit of Spanish during the song. She also does another song, or French or something. I'm thinking that song "Man in the Moon," by the way. That song, No Say Cortes, or I forgot exactly how it goes, but it's a good song. I wouldn't, again, not crazy about it, but it's alright. Moving on, Liar. The first time I heard Liar, I was surprised. I was like, okay, like this is taking kind of like a tribal feel, and then like a little bit of that kind of like country in there somewhere. And to me, it reminded me a lot of Shania Twain during her high time, which was like the late 90s, early 2000s, and the kind of music she was making at that time. I'm like, this is something Shania Twain could have done there. She probably wouldn't have said the F word in there, but I can see Shania Twain singing this kind of song. And I just liked it because it took me back to like that early 2000s sound and that kind of tribal feel and the way it kind of changes. And I just really, really liked Liar. I think Liar is probably one of the best songs she's done in a long time. And I feel like she's, again, invested in what she's doing. Moving on, I think it's If I'm Dancing, it's like the next song. And it's kind of a cool little song. Obviously, it was made to be twerked to, apparently. It's a cool little song, kind of like it's odd, like a little mix of things. Like it's fast, and then it kind of sombers out, and then it's fast, and then kind of sombers out again. And so I thought it was kind of a unique little song for her. And then the last song is it something electric? Coupure Electrique.